Hey, good morning and happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a good day and I hope you've got some fun plans for your extended weekend. Don't forget that Monday and Tuesday are parent conference days. So maybe I'll see you, maybe I won't, but don't come to school if you're looking to learn because there won't be a lot of learning going on those days. Unless, of course, you want to fire up some instructional videos from your Canvas in the comfort of your couch. I just wanted to put together a quick video for you guys explaining what's going on today. Another really short task for you. We want to make sure we're keeping class moving forward while I'm out of the building as much as possible. Again, I'm at Butte Elementary. Hopefully yesterday went well for you guys. Hopefully you had enough time to complete yesterday's task. If for some reason you did not, or if you were absent, please go back to the announcement section and watch the video from yesterday, Thursday, the 14th, and prioritize that task in our journal. So some things to keep in mind, some things coming up on the horizon next week. Like I said, short week. At some point next week, we will be having a brief quiz on mechanical advantage and some of the classification of different types of levers and maybe a problem in there about mechanical efficiency. And so if those are things that are not feeling warm and fuzzy, please on your own, go back and look through this motion of objects section and use some of the resources, the simulations, the videos to get caught up on some of that stuff. Talk to some peers in the class and get some help. I'm really excited about moving forward because, as you guys all know, we haven't seen or heard from our dead jogger in a while, and our next section on energy actually has the next chapter in his life, and so or post life, I guess I should say. So if you're all caught up with everything, you got yesterday's task done, all right, here in Canvas under modules, you will notice if we scroll down, we got a couple things on energy. And what I'd like you guys to do today is just to do a little bit of exploration. I want to really quickly take you through each of these links. So the first link is called Energy Skate Park, and this is going to open up a PhET simulation. There is no assignment that goes with this PhET simulation, but I would like you to start by exploring this PhET simulation and specifically the intro. And so basically what we have here is kind of a modified half pipe, and we're going to put our little skateboarder on the half pipe, and we're going to just watch her go back and forth. But while that's going on, I want to open up this bar graph here and show you guys a couple of things. So on the left hand side, that bar graph is showing us some different types of energy. You'll notice the bar on the right is referring to the total energy of this skateboarder in this system, okay? And then the bars on the left in blue and green are referring to something called kinetic energy and potential energy. These are words that are very, very important. These are definitions that we're going to want to look up. So if you want to use an internet browser, if you want to use a textbook, all right, we need to make sure we have a kinetic energy definition and a potential energy definition in our journals. Long story short, basically comes down to one has to do with an object moving and the other one has to do with an object that's not moving. Okay, there in the red you'll notice it says thermal, and there's not currently a bar above thermal, and that's because we simply have friction in this system turned off. But if we had friction turned on, this skateboarder, as their wheels were going across the pavement, would be generating heat, and so there would be another type of energy showing up there. So lots of different types of energies that we're going to get to discuss in class, and what we're going to start out by doing is looking at how these energies can transfer from one to the next, okay? They can shift and go back and forth between kinetic and potential, but at no point in time do they ever get greater than the total amount of energy. And if you watch those bars nice and slowly, or if you pause it, okay, you'll notice that the blue or the green never gets higher than that total energy bar on the right. And there's a reason for this, and that's another thing that you're going to get to explore. By all means, if you want to spend some more time on the other tabs on this simulation, the friction and the playground, please do so, but there's a couple other things I want to make sure we get to look at. So back in modules, hopefully my computer loads in a speedy manner for us here. And if we scroll down, okay, there is a link on the conservation of energy, and this is a really important concept. So I'd like you guys to watch this short 4-minute video from this Mr. Anderson guy at the University of Montana, and he does a really good job of describing how energy in a system okay, just like on our skate park system there, is never going to exceed the total amount of energy, but it might show up in different types. And so here on this home screen, he's showing us there are some examples of different types of energy, thermal energy, mechanical energy, electrical energy, light, which would be like the sunlight, chemical energy. And he's got examples of those here stacked up on a teeter-totter, comparing it to total energy, and that is balanced. And it's a great visual representation for what's going on. Okay, so definitely check out this 4-minute video. And then last but not least, there's a link back in modules. I clicked on the next button, but if you go to modules, law of conservation of energy, this is another video. This is going to redirect you to Khan Academy. You do not have to watch this entire video. It's a little bit longer. It's about 10 minutes, but I would recommend that you get the first 2 or 3 minutes into the video for 2 reasons. One, he talks a little bit more about potential and kinetic energy, and then 2, he actually gives you the law of conservation of energy. And remember, our rule in physical science is that anytime we see something that has the word law in front of it, it's important, and we want to make sure it gets in our journal. This is something that we're going to be discussing during our ball drop lab, where we're going to be dropping golf balls, racquet balls, tennis balls from various heights and kind of observing what they're doing. So we absolutely need to make sure by the end of class today that we have the law of conservation of energy in our journal, as well as a definition for kinetic energy and potential energy. Again, if you want to watch the video in its entirety, if you want to spend more time working on the PhET simulation and playing around with it, you can. Please prioritize these things before going off and doing your own thing or playing a game of any kind. If you're all caught up from yesterday, if you're all finished with this task and there's some time remaining in class and you want to pull out one of those games that we're not advancing our competition. We're still kind of waiting for the Connor versus Jillian matchup, and then the winner to play Luke before the championship round against Dakota. So we'll wait on that until next week. But you guys are a good group, and I know you're respectful and stuff, and you manage your time well. So let's try to get yesterday's task done and today's task done before moving on. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope I get a chance to see you Monday or Tuesday. If not, enjoy yourself. I got about 13 Fridays left in the school year, and it's going to fly by. We'll see you next week. Take care.